Welcome back everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make some homemade bacon. All right, so we've got three beautiful little pork bellies that we're going to use to make some bacon. And we've got two store-bought rubs, and the third belly, we're going to do a homemade bacon cure for anyone who can't source this stuff. Here we've got the Dr. J's bacon cure and the Smoky Pastures brand one, both amazing products. If you can source them, get hold of it. It'll make your life a heap easier. All the instructions are on the label, so we're not going to go through that today. We're just going to go through the homemade bacon cure recipe. So we'll season two of the three bellies up, and then we will get stuck into the homemade bacon cure. All right, so for the homemade bacon cure, again, depending on what curing salt you're using, follow the instructions on the packet. But for this one, we've got a 1/4 teaspoon of our curing salt, and then a tablespoon of white sugar, a 3/4 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cracked black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. And put the lid on and give it a good mix. All right, so now our homemade bacon cure is made. Let's go ahead and season our belly. Just remember that ratio there is for a 500 gram bit of pork belly. So if you've got a kilo piece, obviously double what you've seen here. I'll also put the recipe in the description below if you want to use it. So we'll go ahead, get this seasoned up, and then we'll be ready for the next step. All right, so these are ready to be sealed up. You can either use a snap lock bag. We're going to be using a vac sealer today, and they're going to cure for about 6 days. Just remember with your curing salt, some curing salts differ between strengths, so always follow the packet instructions. The recipe we've used for the homemade bacon cure is a good starting base. If you want to get creative with flavors, go ahead and do that. But for now, we're going to get these sealed up and into the fridge. Alright, so our bacon's all sealed up in the fridge. Today is Thursday. We are going to let these go until Wednesday. We're going to flip them every 24 hours just so we get a nice even cure. We'll go through the whole process a bit more as we go along, but as for now, we're just going to let them cure away and flip them every 24 hours. All right, so today's Wednesday. We're going to take these out of the vac sealed packages and give them a really thorough wash in the sink. All of that cure and flavor has already done its job. It's penetrated in the pork belly, so we just want to rinse off any excess cure and seasoning from the outside. And then we're going to put them on a cake rack and let them dry out in the fridge overnight. And then tomorrow we're going to smoke them, cool them back down, slice them and have a taste. I can't wait. So we'll get these all washed up on the cake rack and back in the fridge. All right, so our bacon spent the night drying out in the fridge. Looks absolutely amazing. The next step is whatever smoker you're using, set it up indirect to run at about that 250 Fahrenheit or 120 degrees Celsius. Choose your favorite smoking wood. We've gone with some bourbon barrel oak from Natural Smoke today. I find that pairs really well with bacon. And we're going to smoke the bacon until we reach an internal of 150 Fahrenheit or 65 degrees Celsius in the thickest part. So we'll get these on and we'll come back soon. All right, so we've reached our target internal in the bacon. I wish you guys could smell this. It is incredible. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get it straight off onto a cake cooling rack and into the fridge because we wanna stop that cooking process. We're gonna let this cool for about 6 or 7 hours. If you can do it overnight, do that. I can't wait that long. So we're gonna come back later this arvo. We're gonna slice some up, we're gonna fry it up, and we're gonna have a taste. So we'll be back later. All right, so our bacon has been cooling for about 5 hours. It just smells amazing. I know I said it before, but I can't get over it. It looks awesome too. So we'll have a closer look, slice some up, cook some, and have a taste. All right, time for a taste. Start with the homemade cure first. That is super, super tasty. That's really nice for a simple cure. Now for the bulletproof. Oh man, that is incredible. Much better than the homemade one. You can see why that has been made into massive batches. Now for the Dr. J's one. Man, that is incredible. Don't get me wrong, the homemade is still super tasty, much better than store-bought bacon, but these two, they are just something else. I cannot get enough of these. Oh, if you can get them too, do it. If you can't, that is still amazing. Still absolutely fantastic, that homemade one. And like I said before, you can get creative, put some more flavors in there, some different spices. That recipe is just a good starting point. If you're in Australia, I'll put the links down below where you can get the Dr. J's and the bulletproof stuff. If you can't, homemade stuff is great, but seriously, no wonder them two have been made into big products that are all around Australia. They are just amazing. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you can make your own bacon. Now, if you do, let us know in the comments below, or if you've got another recipe you'd like to share, also let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give the video a share if you really like it. Thumbs up, heart, all that stuff. And we'll see you next time.